Welcome to the first day of the Rebuild Your Faith in God challenge. This challenge basically is where we're in a new year. So we are going to start it off with rebuilding our faith in God. So what I want to do over the next 31 days, I'm going to have a scripture for every day and then give you a little synopsis of the scripture to encourage you that whatever it is that God tore down, He will sit with you as He builds it back up. So the first scripture that we are going to start with is going to be Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 27 through 28. And it says, "Be ready, the time's coming, God's decree, when I will plant people and animals in Israel and Judah, just as a farmer plants seed. And in the same way that earlier I relentlessly pulled up and tore down, I took apart and demolished. So now I'm sticking with them as they start over building and planting." That's Jeremiah 31, verse 27 and 28. And we have to look at this thing like rebuilding is not a bad thing. It's actually God's grace. It's God's grace that He loved you enough to start from scratch. He loved you enough to tear down everything that you once knew, everything that you thought was good, everything that you thought was well. He said, no, I want better for my daughter. I want better for my son. So God said, you know what? I'm going to tear it down. In the same way that I tore it down, I'm going to sit with them as I rebuild it. And when God rebuilds it, you better believe sometimes He has to take away the very thing that you are comfortable with, the very thing that you have got complacent with, the very thing that you have become stagnant with. He will tear it down to give you the life that you have prayed for. But you have to trust the process, because even in rebuilding, there is a foundation that has to be built. And this time that foundation is going to be built on God. It's not going to be built on your way. It's not going to be built in your strength. But anything built in God has to last. It has to last. So when it looks like that everything's broken, it looks like you got so many pieces on the ground and it doesn't look like it can be put back together, just know that God will strip down everything, tear everything apart to give you the very thing that you have been praying for. Because what is to come, the new thing that is to come, does not look anything like the old. It looks nothing like the old. So trust God. Trust the process. Trust Him as He's rebuilding you. Trust Him as He's giving you a firm foundation. Trust Him as He's giving you the new. Trust Him as He says that He has heard the prayers of the righteous. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. You are going to see the promise come to pass, but you have to trust God. The same way that a house is being built with the foundation, the structure, the drywall, the roof, the painting, the putting in the appliances, it is a process. At the beginning, it looks nothing like what you have envisioned the end to be, but there is a promise that is going to come to pass if you let God be God. Be encouraged. I'll see you guys tomorrow.